Friday, Corey.
It's Friday. It's Friday. It's finally Friday. We have successfully counted you down to the weekend. Hump day to Friday. You have made it. It's time for the weekend to get started.
Every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That is correct. We are here for you, always bringing you fabulous content and amazing guests. There is no exception to the rule. What do you do when you weigh 430 pounds and you know that something can be done to make life better? What do? You become what our next guest, what our guest today has become, which is ignorance on fire, and you try and you make it to make your life better, and you lose 218 pounds. How do you do that? We're going to talk with him today as we introduce you to Tramaine of Big Guy's Journey. But before we begin, my favorite part of the show, announcer voice.
Okay.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by promotional considerations paid for by the following sponsors.
Sponsors. You guys know we are excited to have sponsors. And so here we go. Corey, fingers crossed, the first time.
You want this cross or you want the West Side cross?
Not the West Side cross. Okay. Not stop being gangster. So back to the sponsors. Hopefully I can just click this button. Hey, I think it's going to play. I'm going to unmute. And we got a reigning champs, guys. Sponsorship is something that you can do over and over. It's a week at a time. And coming back again, we got
Supreme sponsors, David and Christine Brooks.
Thank you, David and Christine Brooks.
Thank
Fancy
you.
Sponsorship. Thanks, John. Check out his YouTube channel, Coffee Talking Tech.
Thank you, Coffee Talking's Work.
New fancy sponsor Dario Dublin, thanks to My Vivid Life. Check out her YouTube channel.
Thank you, Dario and My Vivid Life.
Yes.
Fancy sponsor Miss B Finesse. Check out her YouTube channel.
Thank you, Miss B Finesse.
New
Thank
sponsor
you.
Barnstorming Productions. Compliments of Over the Top WME.
Thank you, Barnstorming.
You or your company can become a sponsor. Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
That's it, guys. That's how you do it. All you have to. Hey, we even got sponsor goodbye music, finishing music, or what have you. We are fancy. Wow.
All right. Now, remember, this broadcast is member supported by viewers like you. You can be part of the
we ain't even start the show yet. We got to start the show.
Oh, that's right. Let's go. Let's start the show.
It's another episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Hey, everybody. I'm Corey.
Laquita Marie, his wife. Laquita Marie, his
I'm the
wife.
Blind Guy.
I'm his wife.
And we're letting you into our life live as we introduce you to fabulous people who we met along our personal and professional journeys. Today is no exceptions to the rule. We are actually focused on changing the narrative of health, business, and wealth by introducing you to these people that show you how you can be healthy physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and how you can be about your business in all those arenas to increase your personal, financial, and physical and emotional wealth.
Absolutely.
So today's guest is going to be just the guy that you need. If you're on a personal journey to self-improvement, this guy should be a load of inspiration. Here we're going to bring to you our special guest, just to say good morning today, is Tramaine from Big Guy's Journey.
All right, let's say hello. Good morning, Tramaine. How are you? Wait a minute, it's muted. We can't hear it. Oh man, I cannot unmute it on my end.
I'm sorry. I'm great. How about yourself?
All right, we're doing good. Tramaine, you got an interesting way of describing yourself. You describe yourself as ignorance on fire.
That's one of the mottos that you live by. Explain ignorance on fire to us.
So basically that came from one of my mentors, Mr. Kevin Mack. You know, when I first started working with him in business, I didn't know all of the answers. Only thing that I knew is that there was a goal in front of me and I wanted it. And so with that, he called me ignorance on fire. Like, you don't even know everything, but you're on fire and you're making money doing it. And so that's where I got that from. And I just try to apply that to all the areas of my life, even including the weight loss.
Nice.
Right.
I love it because everybody loves you too. Glenda Shivers is saying, welcome, Tramaine. Folks are ready for you. Philip Waldo Jr., what's good with you, Tramaine?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Yes, so everybody is excited to have you here today. I love it. Ignorance on fire. Just get the information, go, build it as you fly, learn as you go, and just continue to level up. Is that right?
Yeah, I'll learn later. I know that I want it, and I got to make that decision to do it, and I'll learn afterwards.
All right, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. Well, we are going to see you soon. This has been a great hello. What do we do from here, Corey?
We're gonna pop him backstage, let him enjoy some virtual avocado toast and some virtual sangria that we put in his virtual green room backstage.
Hey, all right, get back in the green room. We'll see you soon.
Now I can say it. This broadcast is member supported by viewers like you. You can be part of the Blind Guy and His Wife home team by remembering to bum rush the button.
Thumbs up, guys. That's the best way you can help this production. When you click that thumbs up button, it helps other people to know that not only do you like this information, but they would probably like it as well. So thumbs up.
And right now, if you could think of 10 people that are on a personal journey to self-improvement, especially when it comes to health and fitness, go ahead and send them, share this inspirational story with them right now.
Corey, you got to say it.
People, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Say it like Miriam.
Like Miriam Adepoju would say, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell somebody in your church. Tell somebody in your social club. Tell somebody down the Mason Hall. Tell somebody down at the tents, that you're part of the Tents Association. Do all that stuff. Tell some people if you like Lakuta said,
you know what?
Delta Sigma Theta. So with that being said, you can always remember to share this information and share this content. They can also be part of the Blind Guy His Wife home team by going to blindguyhiswife.com.
Oh, scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen, guys. blindguyhiswife.com. We have our sponsors listed there. We're constantly adding to them because we don't always have sponsors, but we do right now.
And sponsors, you guys make we're doing our job of providing you content, great guests, great content, but you sponsors make it happen.
Yes.
So you guys do your part out there in sponsorships, you help us to do our part.
And you know what? When you sponsors do your part out there, it really helps us to do what Trash Can Wave said. It helps our mics to sound perfect. Philip Waldo Jr., he said, those are them praise single mics. You know, we got the good stuff here, but it's all thanks to you guys. The sponsors are making it happen. So we're always leveling up the equipment. We're looking to do more with this studio. And of course, if you'd like to support the team, you can always go to blindguyhiswife.com and click the green coffee cup. Buy us a coffee.
Third Light Coffee. She gonna say,
what you doing?
And you gonna say, you know what I'm doing. I'm a Third Light Coffee. That spoon me in that cup. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
As I was saying, when you click the green coffee cup, we don't have a membership set up here. So that means you can just do a one-time support, or you can choose how you want to support: 1 coffee, 3 coffee, 5 coffees. Corey's been blind 25 years. We always type in 25 coffees to show that we are on our hashtag 25 for 25 campaign. Corey, should we tell them that they are helping us to reach the goals? Now, scroll down, you can see how you're going to support this stream, with what monetary gift. You can see who else purchased coffees. All proceeds go to our nonprofit organization, just so that you know, 100% of proceeds. Thank you so much, Sophia Sharif. She's bought us coffees recently. Leslie Olivia, someone that wanted to remain anonymous. Black Heights, which is Antoine Wade, the Chicago Gorilla. So guys, it's a cool feature, and that's one way you can also join the home team.
It's like a virtual tip jar, a super chat on YouTube.
Absolutely. Over there at Buy Me a Coffee, another thing you can always, not buy me a coffee, I'm sorry.
blindguyhiswife.com.
blindguyhiswife.com. You can also check out the schedule. So if you're wondering what's happening, how's it happening, scroll down a little bit further, and there on the screen, you'll see the calendar. You can see who's coming on this week, what is happening, and just go from there. You can click on the calendar and see who's live, who are the sponsors, and all of those good things.
You can also get your home team jersey by going to our merch line through Press and Sew. You can get one of our great t-shirts, and keep your eye out for different merch that's coming out soon. And you can also, we want you to remember that we started a new series on Sundays called Our Marriage Needs Help. it's a fun way to address some kind of tough topics that we want to tackle as far as relationships are concerned. So we got a fabulous lineup of panelists, an all-star panel lineup this Sunday as usual. So check us out Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, right here. And that is actually on the calendar wait, no, it's not. It's on our YouTube channel. I got to add it to the calendar so that they can always go to blindguyhiswife.com to find it. And they can also go to our YouTube channel. You're already here. So when you go to our YouTube channel, click on videos. It might be on there, or they might have to click stream videos, upcoming streams, all of those good things. Should we give them a sneak peek at today's plant-based treat?
Sneak peek at the plant-based treat.
Guys, it's fall, but we're always trying to get you to eat more fruits and vegetables at every meal, more whole foods. So here's a sneak peek at today's plant-based treat.
Sweet potato pancakes.
2 sweet potatoes.
Oh, I was about to give them the recipe.
I know.
Corey, let's get into the comments.
So flapjacks. Let me say what I got to say.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
say my announcement. It's time to cannonball into the comments.
Hello, everyone. Now, we always have a first place pony, but a first place person that commented, what the funk was in there?
What the funk is this?
Because What the Funk has left a comment. I pinned it so it wouldn't disappear. But when I pinned another comment, his disappeared. What the Funk had a comment saying, how are all these women out here vegan, but they're still obese? Or I think he said people. I can't remember if he said women or people. I think he said people.
I'm trying to remember myself, but that's fine.
Yeah, right. So I think Big Guy Johnny can probably help us talk about that. But we also have in here Glenda Shivers.
Glenda Shivers, deep in the heart of Texas.
Wow, Corey.
WT from What the Funk is This? Is all the way in Germany. We say Afrikaans.
Yes. So Glenda is already throwing stuff in there. Hashtag vegan, hashtag Big Guy Journey, hashtag Tramaine. But she has a story. I used to weigh 350 pounds, lost 160 pounds, and have been keeping it down since my last child. He's 32 now.
Go ahead, Miss Glenda. Slim Trim.
Yeah, slim thick.
Slim
Okay.
thick. And I can't say the rest.
Black's Tropical. Let's just say hello to her.
Black's Tropical in the house. Sherry and Bobby, we want to say congratulations on your first live last night.
Yes, they went live last night.
Fabulous job you guys did. And it was Cherie's birthday.
Yes, they're going to Roots Chris because last night She Stole My Thunder won the second giveaway and decided where they were going for her birthday dinner or on their next date. And so tonight they're going to Roots Chris for Cherie's birthday.
Cherie's birthday.
So nice. Oh, she's working on herself now. If working out good for me and my husband is cleaning up his diet a little also. Oh,
I got the perfect workout plan for you, Cherie. Just put you in the backyard and unleash bugs and frogs and just watch you run.
Just watch her run, right? Because she is scared of bugs and frogs. So Trash Can Waves is in there saying Guten, folks. He's speaking German.
Trash Can Waves all the way in Michigan.
Yeah, speaking all the languages. Head over to his channel, guys. He's
always two Michigan boys in here today with Trash Can Waves and Big Guy's Journey.
Oh, right. Hey, we've got the home team for real. So Trash Can Waves has an amazing YouTube channel. He has wonderful insight. He's an amazing guy, so you'll enjoy him. So let's see what we have here. Also, you know what? Glenda has the best hashtag vegan fits author. I don't know if we're going to use hashtag Big Guy Journey, hashtag vegan fit author for the first hashtag to see who wins first place bragging rights.
I like that vegan fit author. Let's do that one. Let's do hashtag vegan fit author.
All right, thank you, Glenda. She says she's been tuning in into several vegan cooks here on YouTube, including me, Laquita Marie. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Glenda.
So guys, if you want first place bragging rights, we know that What the Funk was here first, but if you want first place bragging rights, as you know, we affectionately call it first place pony, then just put into there what Glenda has added, hashtag vegan fit author. And that way you might get first place bragging rights. All right. Thank you so much, David Hunt. He says this is going to be lit. I've already had my 14 grapes, 2 pears, and 1 apple with my chickpea salad.
Hunty boy in the house. David Hunt. Check out his YouTube channel on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 a.m. Morning musical meditation. Today was Freeform Friday. My man actually dressed up like Rick James and sang Fire and Desire with a red leather cowboy fringe jacket and everything.
Oh, he did.
Yes,
okay.
he did.
How you see all of that, Corey?
I don't know.
You know you can't see. Let's stop before you mess up your check. All right. So David Hunt is in there. Thank you so much, David Hunt, for doing your thing as a moderator. But we got to say hi to Nancy Annette.
Nancy Annette, Sister Nancy, one, two, Nancy, can't understand.
She says, Grand Rising, folks. Coach Remy.
Hey, Coach Remy, work out.
You guys know Coach Remy goes live today, 12 p.m.
Coach Remy goes live at 12 p.m. today in Rwanda on the beaches with his shirt off.
He is outside sometimes with his shirt off.
He talks with his accent. He makes his voice super sultry, and then he bounces his pecs while he works out, and the ladies just faint.
I don't know about all that, but I will say Coach Remy does work outside sometimes, sometimes inside. Yeah, his mom as well. Sometimes she's in there, the nephew, but Coach Remy is ripped. We keep telling y'all, if you can't make it to the gym, a lot of people say you can't get fit at home. He has a home fit community, and you can look at him and see he's an example of that. So, hey, Philip Waldo Jr.
PWJ in the house.
And speaking of J's, we also have Ellie JJ.
Ellie JJ in the house.
Yeah, see, she's in there saying hello. Of course, people are in there chatting it up. Thank you so much for being our sound guy, Trash Can Waves. I really appreciate it. So thank you, because we are always concerned, like, how does the sound, what's going on? Unique View, hey there.
Unique View is in the house.
Yes, head over to his channel as well. Great content, doing a lot of things with Adobe animations, stuff that I can't do, but Unique View is intelligent, figuring it all out. So, hey, Why Trash Can Wave says, Phil, those, you gonna take my spot. Nobody want to hear you Otis mics.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Right. Hey, Supernova's here.
Supernova in the house.
Yes.
Supernova.
So good to hear you. Look, I'm sorry we made you hungry for the Dublin Donuts. Trash Can Waves talking about Germany. But we got Adrian Nash.
Adrian Nash is in the house. Hey, Adrian.
Oh, thank you for having us as your brunch companion today. We appreciate that. I hope we do a great job. Oh, he said Dunkin' Donuts. Dang, I thought he meant over the way. Is Dublin even in Germany? Because, I don't know.
No, Dublin's in Ireland, sweetheart.
Oh, see, my geography, guys. Don't go on a road trip with me. We just going to drive and end up where we end up. But Abby Stalker Mom.
Hey, dun, 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 dun. Stalker Mom. Booyaka.
She was explaining her name on her channel on her birthday. Yeah, she had a birthday live. So
what's the explanation?
Well, she was basically saying that she stalks people's channels. If she wants to get to know them, and that they should do the same. And she was saying, let's be genuine. Let's really follow if we're going to follow. And she's doing just that.
I thought she was somebody I could hire for when my girls start going out and independently without us.
Nope. She's stalking everybody in the chat. She's doing her job.
I just want her to jump out in like a leather cat suit with the gun in her hand, like, bah! You're not gonna take this guy nowhere, boy.
Anyway, Regina Snow is saying, "Good morning, Blind Guy's wife.
How you doing?"
So happy to have you here, Regina. Thank you for being here. Let's see, who else have we not said hello to? Hey, Merle W. So happy to have you back.
Welcome back.
Says, hello, Blind Guy and her main man.
Wow, what? Blind Guy and her main man.
Blind Guy wife and her main man.
There
I can't read, I know.
Reading is fundamental. It started already this morning.
I know. Don't talk about Krispy Kreme blender. We ain't supposed to be doing that.
Man, Krispy Kreme, that's like cracking a box.
Wait a minute. T-shirt Tawana is here.
T-shirt Tawana in the house. The first person to purchase a T-shirt out of our merchandise line.
Hey there.
T-shirt Tawana.
So happy to have you here. Thanks for being here. And David Hunt still trying to be first to do something. I'm talking about first to say happy birthday to Tramaine.
Don't even know what Tremaine's birthday is.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Don't forget the hashtag Vegan Fit Author for the first place pony drawing.
I'm going to just skip past Adrian Nash. Remember last time we were talking about the undercarriage? She's talking about how's everyone in their undercarriages? Well, I hope.
We hope so as well.
Let's skip over to XDMC.
XDMC.
Hey there, XDMC. So happy to have you here always.
Check out Barnstorming Productions.
Yes. You know what? Because Phil is shouting him out. And definitely he has a channel, XDMC, also Barnstorming Productions, as you saw in the ad for our sponsors. So we also have to say hello to Chantel Stevens.
Chantel in the house.
So happy to have you here. And hey, Shawana Creative Circle as well.
Shawana Creative Circle, thanks for joining us this morning.
Yes, always creating on your channel. It's wonderful the things she does, especially 3D art. So again, head on over there, guys, if you haven't checked her channel. So look, I'm with you, Glenn. I'm not with you, Glenda. I have been eating donuts lately and vegan treats as well. And yeah, and like Chantel, I love, sweet potato pancakes. Carrot pancakes is good too. Sometimes we'll do carrot instead of sweet potato or both.
Hashtag vegan fit author for the first place pony drawing.
Yes. So you know what? Chantel is also saying Michigan in the house.
Michigan in the house. We got 3 Michiganites in the house. Very good, very good.
Yes. Hey, we also have JP, the aspiring matriarch, current celebrity.
JP, the aspiring matriarch, current celebrity in the house. Thanks for joining us. She held her own on Kevin Samuels, called in on Kevin Samuels' show.
So if you haven't seen her on Kevin Samuels, just go to her channel because you will see how she holds it down. She's token on Wednesday, so if you want to toke with her Wednesday evening, she's live. Check JP, the aspiring matriarch out. Hey, Friendsgiving is here.
Friendsgiving in the house. Thanks for joining us, ma'am. We appreciate you for being here.
Yes, always happy to have you here. So good to see you.
She lives up to her name, Friendsgiving. She's always giving of herself.
Yeah, giving time, giving comments.
Yes,
and
always
we do
being part of somebody's life. It, guys, when you follow somebody and you actually are in their lives on a regular basis, that's a commitment, a time commitment. We appreciate it. So Friendsgiving and all you guys that rock with us on the home team.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, we also have to say hello to Miss B Finesse.
Miss B Finesse causing stress wherever she never rests. She's always in the streets, walking on those feet.
Well, she was
everybody likes her. She's straight out of Rikers. Nah.
Excellent episode yesterday. I'm sure it'll be another fire one today. Right after our live stream, she goes live at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, good. Blessed One is here.
Blessed One.
From Houston, Texas.
All out there in Texas.
Yes, and also has a vegan fit author, hashtag vegan fit author in there. So thank you for that. We're going to run our first place.
Why don't we say blessed one and not blessed one?
Oh, no. Okay, blessed one.
I'm just asking. I mean, not you. I mean,
I know.
Blessed one. It's like,
you know what? I'm going to switch it over to blessed because that's quicker. Blessed one. All right. Oh, look at open lanes. I even said it right.
Yay, we got it right. Open lanes. Open lanes. Are you into bowling? Is that why it's open lanes? Or are you into driving cars fast like trash can waves? That's
you know what? There's
lanes.
a ball cap and an Adidas sign on the shirt.
Are you into track?
Right. So or swimming. I don't know, some sort of sport.
Or are you just running from the law?
Yes, some sort of. You know what? I'm just saying yes.
Y'all remember the Hood Olympics on I'm gonna get you, sucker. Where they had TV stuff on their back, and then the police dogs were chasing them. They're like, "Ready, go!"
You know what? Okay, so Miss B Finesse said, leave her alone. Her husband is off today, so look, he can come for you. Over the top, WME.
Over the top, WME in the house.
She's at the salon, but she's here.
She's another Jamaican.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. Fire channel, and of course,
she's Jamaican. Fire.
More fire, more fire.
More fire.
She has a new series, How Being a Housewife Made Her Rich. So you guys know she was on here recently, and she's that person that says, look, if we want to disappear for a year, we are good. We are, me, the kids, the husband, we won't be looking for a PPP loan or begging on the streets or doing a GoFundMe. We won't be on no dirty couches, as the lead attorney says, with 3 kids getting a GoFundMe. Uncle Stu.
Uncle Stu in the house. Uncle Stu, the old man on the block. I'm ready for you, Uncle Stu. Shut up. Can't you see to me I'm talking?
Anyway, Uncle Stu has been working on his new setup. I saw you on the lead attorney when you
got all the Apple products, got all the microphones and stuff. Go ahead, Uncle Stu.
Yes, he calls it Emancipation Studios. New mic, computer, lights, all of that.
He went to the store and said, "Give us a 3."
Give
us 3.
Let me see if we said hello to everyone, so that way we can get on to the first place pony. Let's see here. Yeah, if you can't find somebody's channel, because we couldn't find Unique View for a while because it's a common term or saying, definitely put Unique View channel. If you ever can't find someone's channel, type the word view right afterwards. So yes, that is good. Thank you for the congratulations on the 2,000 subs. Thank you so much. You know what? Miss B Finesse said that, and I was just sitting here clicking on somebody else's comment. But Miss B Finesse is congratulating us on reaching the 2,000 subs. Thank you. We appreciate every last one of you. And you know what? I'm gonna skip past him. Yes, my Adrian. I always love hearing about your undercarriage. Back to back to Coffee Talking Twerk.
Hey, hold on. Well, here's a little story that I got to tell about three tech people getting those so well. It started out in these YouTube streets with John J. Consistent Ash, a CTT.
Wait, what?
I call him the Beastie Boys and the Beastie Girl.
Oh, Consistent Ash. No, it's him and J.A. Smith.
Well, she's up there sometimes, right?
Not that much.
Well, hey.
Well, no, yes and no. Yes, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I threw them all in one. Because I had to have a third name.
So, okay.
Yeah,
all right. I got it.
Plus the Beastie Boy thing was just not door.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? They had a live stream the other night, Coffee Talking Tech. This is Vegan Fit Author, right?
Yes.
Just making sure I'm spelling it right.
Author.
And not the long one, but they had another one where they were
Q&A.
It was a Q&A. They usually do a Q&A on Thursdays where they really help you out. I was sneaking in from the private mastermind that we have with the lead attorney, and I was listening. I asked a couple of questions, they answered, but it was something with the Beastie Boys. They were doing a music one where J.A. had on a cowboy hat, and it was fun. Let's just say that. Okay, so we're gonna get to.
J.A. said, I'm J.A. and I get respect. Your mic and your speakers, that's what I expect.
We gotta say hello to Global Green Book.
Global
hey
Green
there.
Book in the house.
I saw you drop the video this morning. I was getting our broadcast ready for Sunday for our new series, Our Marriage Needs Help. So I didn't get to watch it. I'll watch it after this. And should we tell them the secret? Corey David Hunt says, how are you doing with watch time, Blind Guys Watch Your Life?
We have crossed the 4,000 hour.
No, you got a boy. You didn't even do any.
I wasn't ready for that yet.
Oh.
Shut up! Can't you see 2 men talking?
Thank you, Chantel, for the congratulations. Whatever it's for, we'll take it.
Yes,
2,000 subs.
We've made over 2,000 subs, and we have 4,000 watch hours.
Thanks to you guys. Oh my goodness.
So thank you very much. We appreciate all of you for pushing us over that line, running with us to the finish line. Thank you.
I don't know how many people know this from church. Philip Aldo Jr. says, Coffee Talking Twerk, they're about to have an A and B selection before they introduce today's guest, because we got these microphones. And you know how the pastor would say, we're going to have an A and B selection from the choir.
Only, I guess it's only a Pentecostal thing. We never heard that.
Right, man. Oh, my goodness. Anyways, let's get on to today's giveaway. Thank you for the congratulations. Who are you? Open Lanes, as well as Miss B Finesse, blessed one. We're going to do the giveaway. We're going to do the guest. We're going to get our guest in here. So I'm going to bring up the screen, Corey. That way they can all see, hopefully, that I spelled it right this time. Because remember last time I spelled it wrong? The giveaway word, Vegan Fit Author. I don't know why. It only says we have 2 entries. So maybe I spelled it wrong again. I hope not.
Baloney. Did he get it right?
You know what? Thank you, Trash Can Waves. Y'all are well on your way to 10,000 subs. Yeah, thank you. We're working on it.
We're working on it.
All right. So
we got 2 entries.
You know what though? This thing sometimes
it's PWJ, because I noticed when him and David Hunt are together, that's when the thing starts to act up.
I don't know. We can't
blocked
control
everybody.
it. Look, okay. Let's just go for it so we can see which 2 names flash across the screen.
That ain't fair.
Just go for it, because then they can't say it's rigged. Hey, My Vivid Life got in there, so let's just go.
My Vivid Life. And
oh, thank you, David.
It's time for today's first place pony derby. All the jockeys are mounted in position behind the gates, and bling, they're off.
All right, Trash Can Wave, JP. My Vivid Life, Miss B Finesse. Miss B Finesse, Ben at Win, Black Tropical. Miss B Finesse, Philip Waldo Jr., Blessed One, Trash Can Wave, Philip Waldo Jr., David Hunt, Black Tropical, Homestead, My Vivid Life. Philip Waldo Jr.
See, there are only 2 names in the whole thing first, and then he wins. See how that works?
Oh my goodness.
Flexing that blue wrench.
Look, we don't know what happened. All I know is this is a StreamYard thing. I had nothing to do with it. All I'm going to do is just say congratulations to Philip, because Philip is also saying hello to Taylor. We got to say hello to Taylor.
Taylor.
Taylor Sandoval, so happy to have you here.
All right.
And Taylor got in there
us.
too, right before we got in. Thank you, Global Green Book. 4,000 watch hours. Y'all have been working your butts off. Hats off to you. People don't realize how much work that is. Congrats, family.
Thank you very much. And guys, you guys are vital. Again, you guys are a vital part of that. So thanks for running with us to that point. Keep running with us because this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes, that's it. Look at Dave Hunt. We don't got no block. we don't got to block nobody because it's rigged anyway. You know what, Adrian? I don't know why people keep missing the raffle. You have to make sure you keep clicking live because I noticed that for some reason, my stream gets behind, whether I'm watching on the computer, my cell phone, my tablet. Just always tap the word live, tap the screen, and when the word live comes up, tap the word live. That way it'll pop you up, so you won't be looking like trash can waves. What the hell?
Don't worry about it, Adrian.
Or ain't no way in shame, JP.
Don't worry about it, guys. We got another great giveaway coming up from our guest in the second half, so stay tuned all the way to the end. Speaking of our guest, we got to get him in, so it's time for a Blind Guy His Wife show intro for our special guest. You ready?
Oh, yes, I'm ready. And just so that you know, Coffee Talking Tech is almost at the 4,000 hours. And he says, trust me, it is hard work. Thank you, Eileen, for that. Congratulations. Let's go for our guest, Corey. Do the intro.
Today's special guest is an inspirational movie, book, documentary, all rolled into one fantastic human being.
Movie, book?
Movie, I said.
Movie, comma, book?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
start over.
Just let my throat flow.
Rewind.
Now I don't know what I said, but I'll try it again. Today's special guest is one inspirational book, one inspirational movie, one inspirational documentary, all rolled into one fantastic human being. This person has dropped, like I said, if you're into football, he dropped a free safety in weight. If you're into basketball, he dropped a power forward in weight. If you are into PWJ, you drop PWJ's head in weight. That's how much weight this guy has dropped in 218 pounds. He went from 430 pounds and lost 218 of those pounds to be where he is today. This guy is a superhero in his own right. He is more super than Superman. He is more fantastic than the Fantastic Five. He is more fabulous than the Fab Four that played at Michigan.
This dude is bad.
This dude is one bad brother. He inspired the song Bad to the Bone. This dude is one bad brother. He inspired Michael Jackson's song, I'm Bad. This dude is so bad that he could make any of the toughest wrestlers in the WWF or WWE, depending on how old you are, bow down and take a knee without suplexing them once. This brother is an author, businessman, father, and he is fit. It's time for today's featured guest. It's Tramaine of Big Guy's Journey. Mr. Big Stuff, come on in.
Man, welcome. Yes, man, we are so happy to have you.
Tramaine, it is great
I'm
to
happy
have
to be
you
here.
here. Yeah, man, it's great to have you here this morning. And I'm sure our guests are excited about hearing what you have to say as you talk about going from fat to fit and doing it by treating your body as just as if you were running your business. You're a successful young man. You're a father. You are an author, you're a business person, and you're now growing your YouTube channel. You also have a clothing line. You are doing a lot of amazing things, and we want to share that with our guests.
And wait a minute, our viewers are already excited because, Adrian Nash, when Corey was doing the intro, she said, wow, that weight loss is impressive. Chantel, she was in here saying, come on, like when you were doing the intro. And guess who came in, Corey? Patrice is here, so
it's
everybody.
Patrice, the beast from the west to the east, to say the least, when she carries a 4 or 5 piece.
Big Guy Journey. The other thing is that JP, the aspiring matriarch, she has an episode on her channel, How I Murdered a Fat Chick, because, she was also a certain weight at one time. And so she's like, wait, he murdered a fat dude.
Yeah, we won't gonna steal your title though. We weren't gonna steal your title.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
Yes, no, we appreciate you because you are here, and we just are happy to have you here. Everybody is excited that you are here. Of course, Chantel is saying, I can imagine Tremaine's face. She knew what you were looking like backstage. She knew you were excited, and we got to say hello to Kimbucha.
Kimbucha, good morning. Thanks for joining us. You're just in time to hear some inspiration from the man himself, Tramaine from Big Guy's Journey.
Yes.
So let's jump right into it. Big Guy. We're gonna call you Big Guy.
He knew bad. The head nurse spoke up and said, leave this one alone. She could tell right away he was bad to the bone.
That was trash can wave, wasn't it?
You know it. You know it.
All right. So Tramaine, Big Guy, you have a fabulous story. You grew up, you were always kind of a big kid, and kind of your size became your advantage. As most people that are big, like big guys, they get picked on and bullied. But because you came from I'm gonna say like you were a little rough around the edges when you were young, and so people didn't really bother you. But one day you came to a point of realization that you had to do something different. That leads us to our first talking point: plump pastor pivot. Now you are not a pastor, but there's a pastor involved in your pivot.
So what we want to do is, we want to hear this story about this plump pastor and how he made you pivot your life. But tell us about Chantel, because Chantel is saying, go ahead, Big Guy. Is that somebody you know?
Yeah. Chantel's a good friend of mine as well.
Oh, good.
But you say she just a friend. But you say she just a friend. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby, you.
Look, okay. Thank you, Chantel. Hello to you. She stole my thunder because we missed you earlier saying hello. What we want to get into right now is your backstory. You can just let us know how, at one time you were overweight and what that journey was like for you, going from a big guy, and why you decided to change it up. I can't spell. Y'all don't mind me. I'm going to fix that. Go ahead, Tramaine. We're ready for you.
All right, absolutely. I just want to say first, thank you all. I mean, I was in the backstage rolling. I was like, man, I hope they don't bring me up yet because I couldn't stop laughing. Y'all chemistry on camera is just so. I love it.
Thank
you. But basically, if we, going off of my story, as Corey said, I really wasn't one of the kids that was always picked on or bullied. I was more the kid that would protect the bullies because of my size, and because I had an aggressive attitude because of where I was raised. People probably wasn't going to pretty much be just picking on me and nothing like that. But I knew I had all these insecurities within myself, you know what I mean? Because I didn't like being big. I mean, nobody don't really like being fat, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why, to me, like the body positivity movement and stuff like that, it's not really helping anybody. And so when I got to a place where I wanted change, I just really didn't know how to do it, And it wasn't until I really got into like the business arena, I got into the business arena, and my mentors and stuff, I always saw how they looked. I saw how they responded to everything. And so I started to have these thoughts like, I want to do better. And because I was ignorance on fire when it came to business, I didn't really know that I could do the same thing with my health. But one day I was in a church service, and this is where the pump pastor pivot comes in. This is some title that Corey made up, but it's funny, but it's so true. Okay, so the gentleman was there. And I was really dedicated to my faith, and I was very dedicated to what I was believing when I was reading in the scriptures. And one of the things I always looked at is your body is your temple. And so here it is, this man is up there, and he's like 400 and some pounds as well. And he's sitting up here is talking about casting out of a demon or somebody. And when it came down to the time to do that, he sat down in the chair to do it. And when
wait. So let me ask you this.
He stood up to the devil by sitting down. Okay. You better not make me get up, devil.
So
don't make me get out of this chair, though.
right. So okay. So yeah, this is the pastor. He stood up to like help the people, but then he was like, oh, let me sit down to minister to them or whatever, lay hands on the people or whatever, or like to prophesy or whatever he was going to give them, whatever he was going to say, he sat down to do it.
Well, the majority of the time he sat down, even when he was speaking. But the thing that really stood out to me was when it got time to, cast these devils out, he sat down and was praying over people to sit down. And I could not think, I couldn't think straight. Only thing I could think about is like, why don't you cast the devil out of yourself? This was the thing that was going in my mind, because I know that, we look at, the major sins as sin, but then when it came to like gluttony or not like keeping up with your temple, we just totally ignore those things. Right. And so that helped me to reflect in myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe that, hey, I'm just as guilty of this as well. And so at that time I had a paradigm shift and I knew I had to do something, and that started my journey. That don't mean it happened right away, but that started my journey because everything starts in your thought. And so once I started thinking different, it helped me to move. It helped me to move forward in that area.
Yeah, and I can imagine. I know what you're saying too, because the pastor be like, and then God said that you're gonna do this, and then he preaching that. No, he is wheezing. That's what he's doing. He's out of breath. And then, but at the end of the sermon, let the church say chicken. Let the church say chicken. I mean, amen.
Let me tell you. So here's the thing. I went to a lot of church, okay?
All of them drug me into it too.
Yeah, I went to a lot of church. Even Corey would go. Like when we first started dating, I was 17. He was 17. But anyways, and
you were not 17.
Anyways, as I was saying,
I was actually 16 and a half.
We were anyway. I know exactly what you're saying. Miss B Finesse is laughing at you, Corey. We went to a lot of church, and I know what you're saying about the things that they would say were not always the things that they were doing, because it's like, well, how, if we're going to be better for ourselves inside and out, this guy is too big to even stand up and,
and like you said,
and do his job, so to speak.
We'll look at things and the people in the church, and I'll just say it like it is. We'll look at those LGBTQ folks that come in. We'll look at the drug addicts, the drug dealers that come in. We'll look at the woman that has 15 kids, about 20 different daddies that come in.
At the church, they do all of that judgment.
We'll look at the deacon who get one of those 25 daddies or those
the sneaking deacons.
No, the sneaking deacons.
Yeah, just call them
all those, and we'll point fingers at. But when it comes to, like you said, gluttony, and the way that we treat our bodies, nobody ever talks about it. If anything, we pump more of the bad fuel into our systems.
Wait a minute.
In the church.
Coffee Talking Tech. Coffee Talking Twerk said it fast. He said at 400 pounds, you better rest those puppies.
Yeah, and it's like I have pastors in my family too, and they are all big people. And when they get in there, and then the God said, I'm just like, Lord, please don't let this person die on up in the pulpit, because it's like that's the way they're working. Their bodies are working harder than they should at that size. So you saw the pump pastor, you decided to pivot because you made you introspective and think about, what are you doing for yourself, and that's when you decide to take that plunge and say, let me start my big guy's journey. So, and
I also have a question for you, like, how did that feel? Because Glenda says she's so glad she dropped all that extra weight. She doesn't think she would have made it through 2 brain aneurysm surgeries if she had not. I don't know if you've ever had to undergo any procedures, or how you have to be a certain weight. Like, it's not even safe for them to put you under with anesthesia if you're overweight over a certain amount. But, as a nurse, I've worked in that field. I've worked in surgery, and I know that's a part of it. So anyways, Go ahead, Corey. You were going to ask him more questions.
Well, I was going to ask you, so you started that journey at, as you said, your heaviest at 430 pounds, and you started to walk that walk instead of so that you would, like you said, you became ignorance on fire. You started to do things to change your lifestyle, and that took you to several different experiences. So when we go to our next topic, we want you to keep that idea of treating your body like your business practices. And so our next topic
Oh, yeah, definitely. We want to, that's why I was asking, how did that make him feel? Because I know you had a health situation, that dealt with dairy, steroids, and inflammation. So tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about that. I'm going to share some of the pictures from your Instagram, and I'll make sure I drop the Instagram in there as well as his YouTube channel, because of course you're a YouTuber, so I'll be sure to do that as well.
Before I even go into the steroid part, just to answer your question, I had to have sinus surgery one time.
Oh.
And when I had sinus surgery, this is before all of this happened. One of the things I can say, just like Glenda said, it's embarrassing having to go under the knife. You got to strip down and be butt naked on the table. You know what I'm saying? You just got the little gown, and it's embarrassing to go under surgery, and you know that you don't have any control. You putting everything into somebody else's hand. You're gonna be knocked out. You know what I mean? And so you
Yeah.
got these people just standing over you. The one thing that I guess made me a little bit more comfortable, and it made me kind of nervous at the same time, was the guy who was doing the surgery was just as big as me.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
just, and so I keep coming into these places where I'm looking at how unhealthy we are as Americans. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to shame the pastors. I'm not trying to shame them. I'm just telling you how my mind worked. You know what I mean? I couldn't
Right.
receive people as serious when they were so out of control. And so that was one of the things that how I felt when that happened.
Nice. Thank you for answering that. And I just pulled up one of your recipes. I know you were making some tacos, and this just to show that, this is a journey. You're constantly showing how you were able to, not having those embarrassing moments anymore. You're constantly working on it. It's constantly a journey, and we can go on that journey with you when we visit your site. So I'll make sure I drop that link in there for your YouTube channel now.
And I get what you're saying. There's definitely no shame on the pastors, because there are fit pastors out there as well. But like I said, I think it's even more shameful when you have healthcare professionals in the role of leadership, like doctors, that don't look the part. Because I remember I had a doctor told me, he said, "Mr. State, you need to lose some weight." I'm thinking like, "Fool, you do too." Because I'm like,
hold on, Corey. So look, speaking of food, I know you said food, but speaking of food, he's showing a picture. You know how you take videos when you're cooking and doing demos, but why he has got a bite taken out of it?
he's a big guy. He got tasty. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Keep it real, right?
But now, you talk about your sinus surgery, and a lot of times people don't realize sinus issues. I found out the hard way after recruiters really started cutting us out on dairy, even before we went plant-based, and we switched over to using almond milk and soy milk and things of that nature. I found out then at that time that my sinus issues were really heavily related to consumption of dairy. And I'll give you a little trick to anybody that's having sinus problems. A teaspoon of vinegar every day for about 30 days will help clear up any sinus issues that you might have.
And Corey, also, do you have more of that story? Because we got to say hello to his sister. She's in the chat.
No, that was it. I was just going to get him to go and explaining his process of removing dairy and how all those things happen with dairy, the steroids, and the inflammation, so that he can explain what we're looking at in these pictures. And we're going to say hello to his sister. What's his sister's name?
Well, Breslin and Brooklyn Show is the channel name, and she's saying, "I'm proud of you, bro." That's her channel name.
Oh, Brooklyn. That's our oldest daughter's name.
Yes, one of our daughters. Yeah, absolutely. So we also had a question from the audience. So Corey's question, was definitely around dairy and the steroids.
And inflammation.
Right. And look, Open Lanes was looking at your food saying, "That looks good. Bite missing and all, huh?" That light look. So, JP, we don't have a natural remedy for getting rid of mosquitoes and flies ASAP. Like a fly swatter.
What is that that we used to talk about?
Neem oil.
Neem oil, yes, neem oil.
Neem oil, peppermint oil.
But
those
know
things.
one of the best fly swatters they got out nowadays? It's this thing like a tennis racket. And it's like battery charged. Man, you hit the fly with it, it's like an electrical, it kills them with electrical shock. It's like you ain't got the mess of like swatting it, then wiping it off the wall and all.
The tennis racket one?
Yeah, the tennis racket.
Man, that thing is so fun. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get on to XDMC's question because I found it. Okay, just so that you know, Global Green Book is on a constant journey from the time she had her first child 29 years ago, and it is a road to wellness for her. XDMC would like to know, Wait a minute. He says Roxy from the Fat Boys told that when he
Cool
lost.
Rock Ski. Cool Rock Ski.
Cool. Okay. Look what I said, Roxy.
Yes. So go ahead. Cool Rock Ski from the Fat Boys. I got you.
Yeah. He told that when he lost his weight, he felt that people saw him for the first time.
Yeah, I remember him saying that too. Yes, because that was he wasn't big as Buff or the Human Beatbox, but he was a big dude, but he did lose a lot of weight.
Yeah, so his question is, with that much of a weight change, did you see a change on how people viewed you, like sitting on a plane or eating out, any of those things?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you know who you really see a difference from are children, because children are just always brutally honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you so fat? You know what I'm saying? They didn't say anything, and so you see that big of a difference. But you absolutely do when you go on. You know, I didn't go on no roller coasters afterwards, but when you go to sit on airplanes and stuff like that. Like for me, that was those are the small things that make you feel so good. Just the fact I can sit down and put my leg up, you know what I'm saying, cross my leg so easy. You know what I'm saying? I can sit down in the seat without being all tight, needing the extra strap. You know, when you lose the weight, everything does shift and everything this changes. Like I said, I wasn't one that had a lot of bullying. You know, so that really wasn't a super factor for me, but I mean, absolutely. When you change your weight that drastic, a lot of things change.
Nice.
And I've been that brother when I was like 315, 320 pounds, and this is when I was like a young man. I was like in my 20s at that time. And I've been that guy that went again. And I was so thankful at the time they had the demo cars outside the roller coaster before you got to the front of the line. I've been that guy that couldn't get that second click in, and so I couldn't even ride the ride. So I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I got 3 clicks in this time, baby. Yes, sir. So yeah.
So we actually do have another question from Kombucha.
Okay.
She says, and she's a content creator as well, and so she has a great YouTube channel asking, question, tips on how to encourage others to be healthier and avoid being told you're fat shaming. It's a fine line right now to help people live healthier lifestyles.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I've had to kind of learn to be more sensitive to people in all areas. Dealing with my daughter, she never was overweight, but dealing in different areas, I had to learn this skill because I've always been that person that has been this brutally honest. I would just say what I felt, and I would always get accused of shaming or you know, being too harsh. You know what I'm saying?
We can see you, Corey, pointing at me like.
Keep going.
You know what?
Go ahead, Tramaine. Go ahead, Tramaine.
I'm about to turn my screen off. Go ahead and talk, brother.
but so I guess, I mean, I don't like to be too sensitive though, because I just don't feel like it's healthy. I feel like we've been lied to, and I think the majority of what I do is I try to show people the flaws in the system, like how they tell us, you know, at the top of the pyramid that we should be drinking milk, right? But then we are the only species that continues to drink milk after we get off of our mom's tits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and so when I start putting those things in, and I try to show them the different things that's causing all of these different problems that they have, because they don't understand that a lot of what you're dealing with is food sensitivities. Just because you're not allergic, like anaphylactic, that doesn't mean that your body is doing well. And so the asthma, the sinus problem, the inflammation, the diabetes, all those different things, when you educate people and make them aware, at least you gave them you gave it to them, so when they come to a place where they have to make a decision, now they can make the decision, because sometimes it takes a person to get rock bottom. I used to work with at a substance abuse place, and most people in substance abuse, they keep on coming back. They never turn around until they get to a place where they recognize that I got myself here. I can't blame my mama. I can't blame my daddy. I can't blame society. I can't blame none of that stuff. When they get to that place, that's when they start to make the changes. You know what I'm saying? And so I just give them the information, and when they get to a place, because believe me, it's coming. You gonna get to a place. The older you get, the weaker your immune system get, and you have to start making some changes.
So here's the thing. No, go ahead, Corey, because Breslin had a question. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, go ahead. Let Breslin ask the question, then we'll swing back to what I was gonna say about XDMC.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
No, let Breslin ask her question first.
Well, she's asking if he can speak on a whole topic. So it might go together.
Oh, okay.
Breslin and Brooklyn show is saying, can you speak on the struggles of close family members and partners who continue in unhealthy habits while you are changing? And did you have anything to add to that, Corey?
But mine goes back to the dairy and inflammation.
Yeah, so while you say this, I'm going to also pull up some of the pictures from your physical transformation, with your skin as well. So go ahead and answer this about, speaking of close family members and partners who continue in unhealthy habits while you're changing.
Breslin just came straight out of low cash. Like she said, I'm hosting this show. I'm gonna ask. Go ahead, Breslin. I'm gonna sit back. Go ahead.
Hey, but she knows this is something that I've literally had to deal with, especially because with the first half of my journey, I was doing low carbs, and that meant I was doing heavy meats. You know what I'm saying? My family, we all are big meat eaters, but in that, even though I had dropped 100 pounds, I started to feel myself be more and more unhealthy, right? Like different things started to happen. Like I started to use the bathroom less. So I started to get constipated. And then all of a sudden I get this thing that nobody knew anything about, and this is the topical steroid withdrawal. You can ask a nurse, you can ask a doctor right now, they won't know what you're talking about. And that's practically because Big Pharma doesn't want this to be labeled as something, because they make so much money off of the steroids and stuff. But what it is your body reacting negatively, and it starts to fiend for steroids. And so it started to happen. I started to need more and more and more. And then when I started to remove it, my body started to break down. My system started to break down. I had started getting all of these different things where I was allergic to everything. I mean, all fruits and vegetables, like the allergy test was saying I was allergic to it. And so with me eating so much meat, I got constipated and I could never heal. And so when I started to make these drastic changes, my family, even though they're very supportive, like it's hard for other people to just turn it off. Even though you're telling them this is the cause of this, what's going on with you, this is why you can't lose weight, this is this, they just don't understand, because maybe they have not been put in a place or forcefully had to understand it. And so it's a true battle when everything around you is functioning different. Like in the scripture, it says that the Lord was talking to them about they live in Babylon, and he said, I know your good works. That's what it's like. It's like I'm on an island by myself. I'm the only one here. And so you could easily get into a deep depression. I've seen people be to the point of almost suicide, because it's like nobody around you really understands, because they're not going through what you're going through. And you just have to, you have to do everything you can do in order to stay sane. And I know we're talking about this steroid withdrawal thing, but this is in everything, because when you go on these diets and when you do lifestyle changes, most people aren't going to be with you. You got to find a way. You have to find a way to stick to what it is you said. And that's why making the vision and the goal clear is so important. Because
can I add something right here?
Can
I add something right here?
Yeah.
So I just want to clarify for people, because we're seeing these pictures and whatnot, and those pictures that I showed a minute ago of you were the steroid withdrawal. So when we say steroids, it's not like you were on steroids to get bigger. This is steroid creams, topical TSW, topical steroid withdrawal. So for people,
he was using it because of eczema, right?
Yes.
And that ties into the question I had about the dairy, because there's lots of research out there on the.
And I have a picture up right now of different people, different races, and him as well, how it looks on different people. But go ahead about the dairy.
There's lots of research out there about dairy, the addictive property of casein, which is one of the hormones in dairy products that just keeps you craving it and keeps you coming back for more. There's also the carcinogenic effects of dairy products, where it causes cancer. And we know that we have a success story in our midst, in our family. And I know he doesn't mind me sharing, the ex-DMC actually, even before he saw major improvement in his health when he got off of dairy, but it also helped him getting off of dairy, helped him with his cancer, his victory over cancer. So with you, what was it like? What did dairy do for you? I know you know excellent information. What was dairy doing to you, or causing your body to? How was it causing your body to react? And when you got off of dairy and you went from plump to plant based, how did that work out? What changes did you see?
Well, because I've even when I was a child, I never would like drink milk, right? So I've always known that I couldn't have the dairy. But what I didn't do is all of the things that's in the store. Like you can literally go to tater chip aisle, you know, ice cream,
Cheetos, Doritos,
anything you look at, you know what I'm saying? It has dairy in it. And so one time I did the Master Cleanse diet, right? Well, the Master Cleanse is not a diet, it's a cleanse. And it's where you don't eat any food for 10 days. All you do is drink liquids, right? And I did it and I felt great afterwards. But when I got through, I drank a sports drink, and I didn't know the sports drink had whey protein, which is dairy, in it. And I drank it and I got instantly sick. And I didn't know what it was. But to the next day I drank another one and it happened again. And so I looked at it and I looked and I said, oh, it has dairy in it. And so I couldn't eat dairy at all anymore on my pizza with cheese, none of that. And so I literally cut dairy out.
Let me add this, because you know, from what you're saying, it's not just about fat shaming. You know, Philip Waldo Jr. says fat shaming was created by the same people whose parents came to school to beat them for acting up.
Okay.
So I know, right?
Are we talking from experience, PWJ?
Okay, we're going to take his comment down because he may or may not be talking about experience. So. So we're talking about, and then also with everything that Tramaine is saying, you know, use the people around you, make sure that you encourage the people around you, because JP, it's a struggle with family, especially. They can't see your growth. You're saying apply this to everything in life, though. Make sure that you are really intentional about, okay, let me pay attention to my ingredients and my food. If I know I can't drink milk, what is in milk? So that I can recognize that in other things. So like you said, whey is one of those. A lot of things will have whey in them. Casein is another one. And we all think, like you said, oh, I know I can't have milk, so I won't drink it. But you don't realize that it's the cheese, it's the butter,
it's the yogurt,
sour
cream.
All of those things are made from milk. And, you know, Global Green Book, she had a great comment talking about her children. You know, it was her family battle for trying to raise her children vegetarian, because it was so bad she had to stop allowing them to go to family without her. They gave her children food that made them violently ill. So even with adults, you know, it's one of those things where they don't always know that getting off dairy can help your children with their allergies, as Miss B. Finesse said. They don't realize that the ingredients. So we have to really educate our family members too, and that can help them as well. Hey, girl behind the mic is here, Corey.
Hey, girl behind the mic. What's up? Mic check, mic check. Girl behind the mic in the house.
Yes.
And
so go ahead, Corey.
I was gonna say that the thing. Another thing is, like, even on the simple basis, people know they're lactose intolerant, and I'm guilty of that, but will still eat a gallon of ice cream, then wondering why they're looking like, you know, Fat Albert in the game when the Brown Hornet is coming on. They all racing to get to the bathroom. And it's like, you know, but we keep doing it. But like you said, you have to educate yourself. You have to actually take the education and apply it. Like Laquita said, know what milk products are. And like I said, this is not a substitute for medical advice. If you're looking to do a lifestyle change, please consult your own physician before you go out there with ignorance on fire. But definitely, we want you, you know, don't.
And wait, we have to clarify. Ignorance on fire is You just get the information that
build the plane while you're flying.
Right.
And we say that because we don't want anybody walking away saying, "Well, Tramaine told me," and the Queen of the Chorus said. And no, what we're saying is we're just sharing personal experiences with you. If you glean something from it, do your own research and talk to your healthcare provider about it.
Right. And don't worry about the kids. So I know you have a daughter. Now, Trash Can Wave says, I'd be mad as hell if I had to be vegan as a kid. I'm sneaking food every chance I get, especially at school. What about your daughter?
My daughter, she because when I started going through that, she was very worried about me, even though I was telling her that I was fine, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew that I was going to be fine. But every time I even avoided going around her at the very early stages because it was so severe early on. But just like this, it's just the same. I mean, everybody don't fully understand what's really going on, so they can't just hop in this all the way with you. But eventually, like my whole family, you know, everybody start to make certain changes as well, because right now we live in a time where it's very easy to give up I don't want to say easy, but it's more simpler because they have, you know, vegan butter, you know what I'm saying? They have vegan cheese and all these different things. In fact, my sister, the one who just asked, you know, they only use vegan cheese. They only use almond milk now, but early on it was very hard, you know what I'm saying? But now they have the understanding that it's affecting them negatively too, and so they all start to do things different.
Yeah,
that's wonderful to hear. You know what, XDMC, he's you know, plant-based as well, and the only thing he misses about dairy is the whipped cream in the bedroom. Oops. He's like, oops, TMI.
I knew I put that coffee cup down for a reason. I knew it's either with him or Trash Can Wave, some cannonballing in here, it's something crazy.
Anyway.
Hey, they got vegan whipped cream there too. They got plant-based whipped cream too.
He knows that.
They probably do.
Ask me how I know, dog.
So listen. So anyways, Chantel Stevens is saying ignorance on fire, and she's laughing. So I want to definitely jump into Big Guy Book Publishing.
Yeah, because it's more to your journey than just being a big dude that lost a lot of weight. You're also a business person. You got multiple streams of income coming in. Part of that is publishing. Now, part of this publishing goes back.
That goes into our hashtag too.
Yeah, let's do. See how. Let's hashtag Big Guy's Journey. Big Guy's Journey.
Wait, no, but he's a publisher. Just the name of his channel. Okay.
Yeah, plug his channel. Big Guy's Journey. All together. Hashtag Big Guy. Big Guy.
Big Guy.
Hashtag Big Guy Journey.
That's going to be the next giveaway, guys, because we're wrapping it up with this section. Go ahead, Corey.
So, as you all through your interview, you have said that you were not bullied, but you stood up for those who were bullied because you were a big guy and people didn't want to mess with you because they knew you had a temper. And you stood up, you used that to stand up to bullies for other people. So you now, as an adult, you flip that and you use your brain to stand up against the bullies by creating this special book series called about basically your nephew Brighton, right?
Yeah, Breslin. His name is Breslin, but Brighton is is his name in the book. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
All right, well, go ahead and tell everybody about your book because you got more than just that. You got 3 books coming, 2 out and 1 on the way, right?
Yeah, I have one that's finished. Dean Kelly's Newfound Joy, that'll be out soon. But the book publishing, this is why I named it Big Guy Journey. And I don't want to only focus on weight loss because the majority of everything is a mindset. It all starts in the mind. You have to decide. And when you decide, that means that the other options are non-existent anymore. And so like the journey that I took when it came to the writing of the book or starting my own publishing company, it was simply, I felt like there was something that needed to come out, but I didn't know, I didn't think that I could do it. I absolutely felt like, okay, my sister, she's great with writing. She loves, writing. She's always loved reading. And so I was like, I went to her and I said, listen, I need you to write this book. We're going to publish a book. And she said, okay, but it took it, like, I'm that type of person when I said ignorance on fire. Like when I have an idea, I feel like it needs to be done now. And so because it was taking so long, I had to go and do my own research. I had to take courses. I had to do brainstorming with my family. So we was going back and forth with these different things. And I literally just went and wrote the book. And so I went to start looking for publishers. And I realized that it's not so easy to get a publisher, especially if you don't have a big name. So what's the next step? You got to start your own publishing company. So I got to find out how to do my own publishing. I got to find out how to do my own publishing company. And so the whole point is that you just have to do it. Like I look at every aspect of my life and like, I have to tackle this. This is something that I need to tackle. And once you get laser focused and get the goal, everything else is possible. And so I went off and we did this and released it, and I mean it was a big success. You know, if you go to Amazon and look it up, Brighten the Bully, you can read all of the different the comments and stuff. I mean, I know it's made for children, but it's a lesson that even adults can get something from. And so that's the journey with the publishing. It's the same as everything else. All of these things translate to every aspect of your life. You just got to decide, and then you have to act. ACT, get your actions consistent with your thoughts.
Actions consistent with your thoughts. I love it.
Yeah, I'm glad you came back cleared up, because the first is something to get your consistent with your thoughts. Get your action. Okay, get your action consistent. Got you. Now, you know, and that's you know, that whole book publishing there. A lot of people that don't realize it is a beast. You know, I've talked to people that have, and when you're dealing with a publisher, and there's a lot of editing that you have to do, and you might have to make some changes you don't necessarily want to make. Excuse me. And so, but I have a question for you.
Wait, Corey, first we got to say hello to Before the Billions. He hopped in here. Yeah, so great to see you. And mindset is key. Miss B. Finesse says she just did a motivational video on that. So what's the question, Corey, before we do our giveaway?
The question is this.
Actions consistent. Thank you. Not asses consistent, but actions consistent. Thank you, Kombucha.
Now here's your next. I got a next book topic. Me and you can co-write this thing together. You ready?
Okay.
From bride to bully.
You know what? I see him pointing to me.
I said from bride to bully. All the married brothers, if you can identify with that, put a 1 in the chat.
Anyway, so anyways, let's just move forward because it's time for our giveaway. And we also have, you don't just have Bright and the Bully. You also have righteousview.com. This is where people can come and get different artwork. And this is truth in art. That's what it says here. Righteous View just had a grand opening when you did this. And you have all of these different things. They can buy the fiery furnace on canvas. They can purchase quite a few different things on canvas. And so these things can go behind their couch. These things can go on their feature wall. And there's a full-fledged system here for people to order these different things. So,
and can you tell them about the podcast you want with Brick? So if they want to check out, a more detailed version of your personal journey. What's the name of that podcast?
Yeah, Bricks Fitness. He has a podcast. I don't know if you know Bricks, but he's a really big YouTuber, and he had his own personal weight loss journey. And Get Fit. It's Get Fit or Get Money. If you go to my page, it's the top highlighted one. If you go there in the description, it'll be a link to the actual podcast. But it was great to do it with him because he was one of my inspirations, and I'm actually writing the book, also another book, Big Guy's Journey, and I'm probably like 6 chapters in, and he's one of the people who actually inspired me. You know what I'm saying, to actually encourage me to keep on with my weight loss journey. It was 3 guys that did it, and so those 3 guys I actually have in the book, and it was what I learned from Bricks. And so I'm still writing that, but yeah, I tell you, go check it out, and we got a lot of gems in that interview.
Nice.
Well, we're gonna do our final giveaway, and the giveaway.
Wait a minute, we gotta say hello to Aqua Mirror before we do.
Cool Joe now.
Yes. And so this is so good to
Joe is on his own plant-based journey. It's called a cold one.
You know what? So here's the thing, Big Guy. Phil is saying awesome content today. This has been absolutely wonderful. You know, between your YouTube channel, your Instagram, they're both popping, but you're a publisher, and it was great to see those things as well. And everybody is just loving this. You know, we're ready for the giveaway because we know that you have a special giveaway for us today. Go ahead, Corey.
So today Tramaine is giving away a T-shirt that says "Decide." Decide. When you decide something, that means it's the elimination of all other options. That suffix "side" means, we're not gonna say the one word for it, but it means to eliminate. So when you decide, you have eliminated all other options and you've chosen to go forward. So that's what this T-shirt is gonna. This is one of the T-shirts from his line. So we're gonna do that as our giveaway. So make sure you hashtag Big Guy Journey.
We got a lot of entries in there so far, Corey.
All right. So
did you show the shirt?
Oh, you know what? Let me pull the shirt up. I did not get it in there yet. So let me get that in there in just a moment. Let's do the giveaway, Corey, and then I think I can show the shirt afterwards. So that way it'll be a surprise as to what they're not a surprise, but you know, it'll add to the suspense.
all right. So the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna say, I'm gonna count down from 3. And then Tramaine, you're gonna say "ignorance on fire" with all the energy you can give us, okay?
Okay.
All right, so hold on a second, Corey. I'm gonna pull the page up because you never asked, like, hey, did you share the screen yet? And most of the time
did you
I
share the
haven't.
screen yet?
Not yet, Corey. I'm about to do that now.
Hey, did you share the screen yet?
So
Hey, did you share the screen yet?
okay,
Hey, did you
so
share the screen yet?
I am going to pull up the screen so that way if you have not Aqua Mirror or Before the Billions, if you have not put in hashtag Big Guy Journey, do that now.
Before the Billions owes me an email response. He ain't winning nothing until I get.
Oh, you know what? You owe Coffee Talking Twerk
I
one.
know I owe Coffee Talking Twerk one.
He was asking about that in his live stream last night.
Look, don't you gotta even throw me under the bus on my show.
You know what?
Come on, man.
All right, we got it on screen. Go ahead, Corey.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Ignorance on fire.
Hey, all right, let's see. We got Coach Remy, Chantel, Before the Billions, Uncle Stu, Taylor, Miss B Finesse, Trash Can Waves, Miss B Finesse, by the way, JP, Glender, Taylor, Tawana T-shirt, Tawana, Unique View, Chantel Stevens, Black's Tropical
Hey! And it's her birthday weekend.
Yes.
All right. Black's Tropical Homestead has won today's giveaway. So what we'll do is Cherie, we're gonna get you to actually email your mailing address to us at admin.
Yes, admin@blindguy.com.
And we'll get that information to Tramaine, and he will make sure that you get your D-Side T-shirt.
Yes, absolutely. So this has just been wonderful today. We are, you're not the only one with bad correspondence. Trust me, JP, the aspiring matriarch, current celebrity. The Black Tropical is excited that she won. She's saying, yes. And JP is excited for her because both of their birthdays are this month. JP is almost at 300, guys. You got to get her a lot closer. If you have not subscribed, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about JP's channel. So that way, you know, she can get to 300. And let's see, I'm going to show a picture of the shirt. So this way, everybody will know what they missed out on while they congratulate her. I'm sorry, Global Green Book. She says, man, I let it slide since it's her Earth Day. Congrats, sis.
Global Green was gangster with these giveaways. She don't care, man, woman, boy, girl, child. She ended up winning.
Yes. So everybody's excited. So tell us, Big Guy Journey, before we move on to the last section. Uncle Stu needs to get at least 50 subs. Y'all get over there to Uncle Stu's channel. We always ask this question before we leave the show.
Tramaine, how many and what types of fruits and vegetables have you eaten today?
Now, this leads us into our final section, which is the plant-based treats section. So what happens here is that once you tell us how many fruits and vegetables, we show them the plant-based treat recipe. They saw the sweet potato pancakes, but this is where we show the whole recipe.
And since it's Friday, beer, liquor, wine, and coffee all count.
You know what?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I haven't eaten anything because I intermittent fast up until sometimes 12 o'clock, and so I haven't eaten anything. So I haven't eaten any fruit today.
What's your
But I
plan
am
though?
guilty. Huh?
You got anything planned? Any food and fruits and vegetables planned for your what types what you have for lunch to break your fast?
Oh yeah, I'm going to I think I got some blueberries and some like mango and stuff. I'm gonna do me a little smoothie. That's what I plan on doing.
All right, that's what's up. Well, Tramaine,
Nice.
thanks for joining us today. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop you back into that virtual green room.
Hold on, I tried to share I was supposed to share the T-shirt. I don't see it right now.
Can I
Darn.
recommend the book?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. Go ahead.
I just want to recommend anybody who has been on this journey, and whatever the journey is. It's a book that I'm reading right now because over my journey, even though I'm ignorance on fire, whenever I get too relaxed, I tend to want to slide back into those old habits. This book right here, I think, is going to help anybody to get to where they need to go. It's called The 5-Second Rule. Look it up, and you could even type it in on YouTube, and you can see the lady who wrote it in some interviews and get an idea. But I highly recommend people to get this book.
Got it. The 5-second rule. You know what?
No, this is not about dropping the French fry on the floor. Should you still eat it?
Nah.
Corey, we got to say hello to Dario. He's in here just in time for the plant-based treat.
Dario, one of our sponsors by proxy for my
yeah, definitely. Dario is in there as a sponsor this week. So thank you, Dario, for being here. Thank you for that 5-second rule, that book, that suggestion for that book. We'll definitely share that with everybody. Global Green Book is already eating her orange and she just finished her bio coffee. So, hey, this is cool. Trash can't waste my hood answer.
Subscribe to my channel.
Yes, definitely go over to subscribe to Big Guy's Journey, his YouTube channel. He's got a lot of great motivational content up there, and he's growing the channel every day. So head on over to Big Guy and subscribe. Big Guy Journey. And
Eileen shares a birthday with JP, Corey, who has already eaten sauteed spinach and kale. So these folks are in here getting it in. Yes, I love it. So we also have Intentional Millionaire, Corey, or ROI Network.
Intentional Millionaire in the house.
Yes, it's not rigged, David Hunt. It's not rigged. Just go subscribe to somebody new like ROI Network, and you'll see it's not rigged. He's an intentional millionaire. He can probably have the money to rig it. Because he's a millionaire currently and he's making more. You're welcome, Tawana. Thank you so much. For anybody that wants to know what plants, what's the name of the show, Corey? Black Tropical
Homestead.
Yes, if you would like to know what they won today, this is a t-shirt. Decide. So send us your t-shirt size and we will make sure that you get this. We've got
It don't matter because when Cherie gets, she's gonna cut it off and tie it up on the side anyway.
You know what? Send it to admin@blindguyhiswife.com.
Cut the sleeves off and everything. She can make it look real cute.
So this way, in the subject, Cherie from Black Tropical Homestead, make sure you add your t-shirt winner in the subject, and then inside there where he should ship it to, what size you'd like, and all of that good stuff. So thank you so much. This has been marvelous having you here today. We appreciate you so much, Tramaine.
Tramaine, we're going to put you back into the virtual green room to hang out until the end of this broadcast, so we can talk to you after that. While you're back there, enjoy the sangria that's left over. And you should also, right now in your virtual green room, there should be a bikini-clad massage therapist is waiting for you. So compliments of Blind Guy's Wife, their life.
Absolutely.
Thank you all. I appreciate you.
All right. See you later. Thank you. You are welcome. All right, Corey, this is good. Let me tell you, we are ready to go. Trash Can Wave says he'd hate to see me run a roulette table at the casino. They'd have to kick us out of there. She's rigging it.
Got the brakes on. How's always stopping on black?
Look, right? All I can say is everybody was enjoying him. They're all saying thank you so much. I know Miss Beefiness is going to start her live. So let's get out of here, Corey.
You got to do the plant-based treat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go for the plant-based treat.
It's time for today's plant-based treat by Chef LaQuita Marie.
Oh, was I supposed to wait for the music to finish or just
go?
Oh, go.
Sweet potato pancakes.
2 sweet potatoes here. I think it's 2 tablespoons of sugar, to be honest. And I have a little bit of salt right down there in the corner just a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to create my buttermilk. So I'm going to add about 8 or 9 ounces of milk, and I'm going to squeeze the lemon in. That will create the buttermilk. So I've taken flax seeds and added water to create this flax egg. A tablespoon of flax seeds and water, and that's what it looks like. I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons in some vanilla, teaspoon and a half. This is how I started adding my baking powder.
Dissolve a tablespoon of baking powder in this tablespoon of non-dairy yogurt.
Mix the sweet potato, sugar, vanilla, and flax eggs. Ta-da!
Mix it all up.
We only need about a cup of the batter.
Now add the baking powder mixture.
All in all, I'm going to need about 1.5 cups of flour.
Add the flour, then add the buttermilk. Mommy added it a little bit at a time. You can add it a little bit at a time or all at once.
We got in the pan a little bit of earth balance. It's got a great buttery taste.
Cook it on medium heat. Make sure they don't burn. Flip it once you see the bubbles on the pancake. I don't have anything to say. I just think they were good.
All right.
All right, get you guys to eat more fruits and vegetables with every meal. Those those blackjacks were fantastic.
Whole foods, absolutely. Because of course, if it's not a fruit, if it's not a vegetable, hey, get your whole foods in there. Nuts, seeds, grains, all of those things. And guys, this has been wonderful. You guys are lifting us up, holding us down, all at the same time.
XDMC, take your finger right off the keyboard because we just said nuts and everything else. Take your finger right off the keyboard. XDMC, you too, trash can ways. All the NPWJ, take your fingers off the keyboard.
I was talking about food. They knew that, and you just made it worse. Eileen, thank you for saying great job today, guys. And T-shirt Tawana says, thank you, big guy, motivated to get back on track. Let me tell you, big guy journey it's a whole journey. Like he said, there's so much that's involved with it, not just food, not just fitness, but your business. I mean, he's everything our channel is about. So
health, business, and wealth.
Yeah, health, business, and wealth. Global Green Book says that she loves that book by Mel Robbins. She listens to it monthly. So the 5-second rule, guys, don't forget, that's the one he suggested.
Mm-hmm.
He says everybody should definitely check this out. It's a good read, and I'll definitely pull that up. What's happening next week, Corey? Should we give them a sneak, insight? We got to tell them about Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday, join us for Our Marriage Needs Help. We're going to have a fabulous lineup of panelists this week, just like we had last week, and we're going to have a good time as we talk about the quick. You got to say the title because I can't say that one.
Oh, sharing spouses?
No, well, I thought you titled it "I Share My Husband."
Well, no, it's the title is sharing spouses because Corey had
go.
so many work wives. We actually have some of Corey's work wives on the panel for this Sunday.
And fellas, one of them is Ethiopian.
Yeah, one of them's Ethiopian. Yep, absolutely. All the guys were laughing at you from earlier, Corey, Dario, and XDMC.
XDMC laughing. He know his fingers was on the keys. He know his fingers were up there.
Ellie JJ, we are coming out with the cookbook. That's in the works as well. So for this Sunday, Trash Can't Wait is talking about, Phil made me backspace my whole last message. So let's get on with it, Corey. And Phil said him too. See, Sunday. Thank you, Black Tropical. I knew somebody would keep us on track. And no, Philip, not Ethiopian Airlines. Phil does say, though, sharing spouses is that wife swapping. So
no, it's not.
We didn't go that far, but tune in this Sunday evening at 7 p.m. We've got some heavy hitters on the panel, including some lovely lovely work wives from Corey's past. Yes, we got rid of them, though. They all live out of state now. I took care of that, y'all. So, Corey, Sunday, that's what's happening. And look, it wasn't to my comment, but Chantel said, yup. So I'm just going to take that for my comment. Like, I got rid of them. I took care of them, y'all.
Chantel, you got to clarify that one so we can know what the yup was for.
Don't even worry about it. We just going to pretend like we the gangster.
And next week, we're going to have more fabulous guests, including Uncle Stu, the old man on the block is going to be there.
He's got his new studio. He needs more than 50 subs. And no, we're not talking about nut swapping, JP, unless we're talking about macadamia nuts, cashews, because, Anyways, yes, Uncle Stu, the old man on the block. Definitely so. He's going to be on here next
Friday.
week. Yeah, next Friday in his new studio and all of that. Can we do a YouTube wife swap? Anyway, yeah, one of his work wives, Phil, is Ethiopian. Like you'll see when you see her, you can be like, okay. Ellie JJ is laughing at me. Let's get out of here because now XDMC is saying The Adventures of Pimp and Corey, exploitation film. How do we say goodbye?
Well, that does it for this episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Their Life Lives.
Y'all know I'm savage.
Join us Sunday at 7 p.m. for Our Marriage Needs Help to talk about having a work spouses. What does that mean for someone's relationship? We got a great panel of people coming up.
A 1 hour show, guys. We got the time clock going and everything. There's a football theme, so you got to get in and get out this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard.
And we will be opening up to pull people off the bench. That means there'll be opportunities for people to drop the link and people can come in and say give their opinion or their information that they want to share on the topic as well. So
we open it up this time.
We open it up. We're gonna do the run and shoot spread offense. We're opening it up on Sunday evening.
Got it. Okay. We're ready. Dario says he's ready.
All right. So we're gonna say goodbye. Let me see. You know what? I'm at a loss today, so I guess we'll just
do the football thing for Sunday.
Oh, okay. All right. Omaha. 98, Buffalo, Blue Ox, Omaha, Deuces.